Good afternoon and welcome to America's home for racing, Charlotte Motor Speedway. Opened in 1960 by Bruton Smith, one of the first tracks to have lights and host to the longest NASCAR race. Today we are following XJ in the KCE Racing League Xfinity Series. Joining me in the booth, Larry, and one more special guest. DW joins us today.
Good afternoon, fellas. It's great to be back here, especially at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Cannot wait for this race to get started today and see what XJ can do on the track.
Well, it's good for you to join us, DW. I'm glad to be here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, too. Not sure about XJ. We'll just have to wait and see what the race has and unfolds for him. But it's going to be a good time.
So we've got 160 laps in this one today here at this mile-and-a-half oval. Guys, what is the driver, what does XJ need to do to perform well tonight?
Well, how about it, DW?
Well, from my perspective, he needs to take care of those tires. Now, Charlotte Motor Speedway is rough on tires. Extremely abrasive track for tires. A lot of fall off just in about the 15 laps or so on a fresh set of stickers. So he's got to take care of those tires tonight in order to get the best performance and try to stay up front.
And another thing, he needs to have flawless pit stops. It's very easy to fall way behind on a bad pit stop here at Charlotte. You're gonna fall behind a lap anyway if it's under green flag conditions. So those pit stops need to be precise and fast tonight.
Well, speaking of the green flag, everyone is on the track, ready to take that lap around before we start this race. Interestingly, XJ in the number 11 FedEx car is starting from the pit. Guys, what's this about?
Well, Mike, the only thing I could think of, he hasn't had the best races lately. So I guess he's going to choose to start this one from the back, try to ease into it, and we'll see what happens.
I don't know, fellas. I'm just not sure about this call to start from the pits. That you could see the field going past him right there. He has still got to get up to speed as he comes out of the pit and starts to head toward the back stretch there. Just not sure about this call.
Well, one thing is for sure, he is off and running now, heading toward turn 4. You can see here the field passing the start-finish line. That is not XJ there. That's the back of the field that just went by, and there is that number 11 FedEx car. So you can see on your screen exactly how far back he is. And as we come into lap 21, XJ is moving up into the field, already challenging for P14. He's already passed for the back of the field and is starting to work forward. It looks like he's going to get underneath him right there in coming out of turn 2 and going to pass that car. So XJ takes over P14.
I must say, guys, I think that start from the pits is helping him here. With him saving tires and not pushing the car too much early on. Now he's catching the field, and now he's passing cars.
Up to lap 23 now. XJ is the fastest car on the track right now, according to the data. Up to P14, went to P13 right there in turn 1 and 2, and is challenging for P12. I must say, this is surprising.
I have to agree with you. I honestly thought he might use up more tires trying to catch up to the field after starting from the pits, but obviously he somehow saved and still caught the field. And not only that, he's moving up into the field. Looks like he's picking up 2 cars, 2 positions on 1 lap. Look at that.
That's right, DW. He's really moving out there on the track. XJ, lap 24 now, picking up 2 positions on that lap 23. This maybe is his night. Maybe XJ is going to put this one together. Still early, though, in a long race.
And now as we're on lap 33, and looks like XJ is going to take that pit stop now. A little early, maybe a lap, maybe 2. A green flag pit stop for him. This is where it is critical, like we talked about earlier. He's got to get a solid good, quick, fast, precise pit stop so he does not fall too far behind with this pit. Of course, the whole field's going to shuffle with these pit stops as they start, but he's the first, one of the first, I should say, to go in. And there's his crew. Not sure why they're on the wall, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they're on the wall either and not already getting out there, but hey, hopefully that's not going to cost him too much time with this pit stop. A little concerning, though, but it looks like it's going well. The lefts are going on, and he will be off. Probably, proud to say that's a pretty good stop.
And as XJ comes off pit road, we have our first caution for the night. That was extremely close as far as for XJ. Not really, this shouldn't put him a lap down though, should it? Guys, he'll get the wave around and stay out. There's a lot of other cars that have not hit the pits yet. You would imagine that they would come in.
Yeah, Mike, I think he'll be okay. We'll see how this sorts out as far as on the restart though, but I think XJ will be fine.
Okay, green flag's in the air, and there's our first restart of the night on lap 40 coming off of that caution. Cars get started. XJ did get that wave around, so he is good to go, sitting in P12 for the moment. Looks like he's got a bit of a blinker in front of him. He'll have to be careful with that one. Coming out of turn 2 as they enter the backstretch, that car's still blinking just a little bit.
Up to lap 65 now. XJ pushing into P8 in this race. Getting underneath the 19 right there in turns 1 and 2 right now. Been a bit of a struggle here lately with the packed traffic since the restart, but he's starting to make it through it.
XJ's like a caffeinated hamster in a racing wheel tonight. Man, he's moving up through the field.
Let's send it to Carissa, who's down there in the pits.
Hey guys, down here with the number 11 team as XJ comes down pit road, and I'm with the crew chief, Walt. So what's your strategy for the remainder of the race?
My strategy? Why the hell would I tell you my strategy?
I didn't mean the specifics, just in general.
My strategy is to win this race. For XJ to get up front. He needs to get up front. He needs to get up front now.
For as well as XJ is running, you seem a little intense at the moment.
Yes, it's a bit intense here. We're trying to win a race. I've been hired to do a job. I am trying to do that job to the best of my ability. But right now, you're interfering with that.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bother you, sir.
Carissa, why don't you come back up to the booth? I don't think it's safe for you down there.
And as we approach lap 79, XJ has made it back to P4 and is quickly gaining on the number 72, who's in P3. Dives down into turn 1, still continuing a lot of speed out of the corner on 2. I think he may be able to get him. Closing down, not quite sure. He does go low into turn 3, side by side with the 72, and makes that pass to secure P3.
Yeah, XJ's running real well tonight. Of course, if I had a crew chief like that back when I was driving, I'd probably be running for my life too. I'm not sure who that guy was, but man, he's kind of scary.
Ain't that the truth, DW? Caution flags back out on lap 91. Let's see if we can tune into some radio traffic on the number 11 team.
XJ, maybe I have not been clear enough. Maybe you do not understand the gravity of the situation and what I am trying to convey to you. But you need to take that car and drive it to the front. Do you understand?
Jeez, Walt, cut the guy some slack. Yo, biatch, look who's on the radio.
This does not involve either of you.
Seems to be a lot of confusion and strong personalities down there in that pit stop.
Whatever it is, Larry, it seems to be working for XJ tonight. Lap 96, starting P5th on that restart, and he's performed very well all evening. Lap 127, XJ has moved into P4, kind of stuck there for right now. Heading into turn 1, a little bit of trouble up in front of him between the leaders there. That's the number 25 in the wall. Let's take a look at that one.
Yeah, it looks like the 95 just came up the track just a little bit, touched that 25. He could have been a lot worse. Did hit the wall, though, and it's going to set him back. No caution, though.
Yeah, and this can really work out well for XJ. He's going to the pit off of that turn. And the leaders, the 1 and 2 cars that did get away, are still going around the track. They did get slowed up just a little bit as a result of that contact. XJ get a good pit stop here. He might find himself out front, guys.
That's right, Larry. This should be his last pit stop as long as we don't have any cautions to finish this race out.
And after all the cars have cycled through the pit, XJ on lap 133 finds himself in first place with a substantial lead. Can he hold on to this for almost 30 laps is the question. That number 88 seems to really be moving and has already cut down by a second as far as the time gap. We'll just have to see how this plays out if XJ can manage his tires and continue to maintain that lead. And here comes that number 11 out of turn 4 to the front stretch, looking for that white flag, and there it is. He's got 1 lap to go, 1 lap to be a winner tonight. He has almost a 3-second gap on second place. Nothing needs to go wrong for XJ on this last lap.
You know, there's nothing much more nerve-wracking for a race car driver than to have such a substantial lead going into the last lap. You just don't want anything to go wrong, and that's all that's going through your mind.
Well, the only thing that should be going through that driver's mind right now is there's the checkered flag, and we just won at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. XJ in the number 11 FedEx Toyota wins 180 laps here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Did he need this? Is an understatement. Can't even be answered as far as a question. Such a bad run the guy has had for so many months now, and it finally came down to a solid performance, an outstanding performance. Maybe questionable team, but you know, when it comes to who's in the pits, but man, did he put it together tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that team down there in the pits, but XJ had a phenomenal performance tonight. It's so good to see him finally put one together and have a great win without anything going oddly wrong. Burn it down, XJ. That's right. Burn it down.
Yeah, most definitely a questionable team in the pits, but obviously it worked for him tonight. Maybe that's what he needed. Maybe this is what it took to turn it around for him. Great win for that number 11 team, though. Super happy for XJ winning this one at Charlotte in the KCE Racing League Xfinity Series. Great job, guys.
Yeah, guys, I would love to be down there in the pit for the call, but I think I'll stay up here after my experience earlier.
I can't say I blame you, Carissa. Think that's a smart decision. Again, from all of us here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, what a wonderful night. Congratulations to the number 11 XJ FedEx team for the win. Good night from Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Click the button, sub, like. You know what you need to do.